Hey, welcome to the ILWT podcast. I'm Ashley.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Kai.
And today,
we're back with episode 6, and we are going to talk about change, the seasons of change.
Mm-hmm. So instead of asking your partners questions, we're going to ask each other, what's your favorite season?
My personal, I like winter. I love winter. And on the surface, it's mainly because, you get to bundle up. Mm-hmm. I get to use like clothes and layer and all that stuff that, I've been sitting in there for most of the year. But it's very symbolic for me. Christmas time and everything. So it's bringing family together and everything like that. But I think even deeper on a personal level, I'm thinking this is the time to kind of hibernate, right? You think about going in, but what do you do in that time? Mm-hmm. And I think of all the cliches, it's hoodie season for guys. I don't know if you're familiar. Yeah, there you go. Guys and girls, excuse me. But it's hoodie season, and what that mentality brings is just go inside, create the change that you are striving for. You really work on yourself. And come spring, it's time to bust out open and let it all out, really get to reflect back and see all the changes that I went through during the winter time, coming back out and hopefully with that sense of renewal. But you got to do the work. And that's what winter reminds me of.
I love that perspective. I've never heard, because winter, it's always associated the leaves are falling and things are barren. And,
yes.
It's this moment of death. Mm-hmm. But I love this perspective that it's also a moment of maybe just the symbolic death of something or
of your old self.
Of your old self.
Yes.
And to renewal for the next year.
Yeah.
And also winter does hold the best season. Christmas.
The best.
All the holidays. Mm-hmm. Great answer. Man.
Starting off with a bang.
I know. Yeah. After that, I thought I love summer, but now I'm like, winter's lit.
You're complete opposite.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're a summer girl, though.
Yes. I'm going to still stick with summer because I feel like it's just a good time. Yeah. Even though I'm not in school anymore and there's no summer per se, everybody else is in that laid back, chill vibe. Even though it gets so hot here.
Yeah.
I like to be by the pool and have a drink, relax.
Yes.
So I'm a summer girl.
It's so funny, you guys. I'm a spring girl with a very, very close on the heels fall. I love spring because it's my birthday season. But I think spring, I really associate it's the end of the school year, for example, meaning that there's so many celebrations happening. People are graduating, people are finishing up, and again, it's my birthday season. And it just ends up falling around the time a school year would end. So I always associate it with this time of celebration and community, and really just acknowledging what the past few months or the year has looked like so far. And it's just so beautiful. The air is so pretty and it smells so nice, and it hits that perfect season. The perfect weather where it's sunny, but it's not hot. I'm not sweating. There's a nice, my optimal weather is always a 73 to 75 degrees with light breeze with the sun out. That's a spring almost all the time. When in Southern California, it's pretty actually common, but spring is when you can definitely expect it to be. And I just really love spring. And also the clothes, you can go into a cardigan and everyone's wearing it's starting to wear dresses without having to wear tights under. Like there's a lot, like there's still layers involved, but they're not like layers that are too heavy on you.
Yeah.
And that's why I also love fall, because it is similar to spring in terms of like the layers. I'm very passionate about the seasons.
I thought I loved layers. This girl loves layers.
I really love specific layers. Like I love a spring layer and a fall layer because you don't have to really wear something like heavy or to keep you warm, but there's a slight chill. It would be nice to cover an arm, maybe, and fall also gives me that. Like you can pair a nice layer or pair some layers without being over like swallowed by your clothes, which I don't like. And I also love fall because like the vibe of fall, like it smells nice because I like the smell of pumpkin.
I love
all
the
the
scent.
pumpkin seasons coming
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
And I'm not a PSL person, but I love a pumpkin candle.
Or not? Surprised.
I know, but I love pumpkin ice cream.
Oh,
I love pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie.
Me
Do
too.
you like? Okay,
I love
I've
it.
met a lot of people that are hating on pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My significant other doesn't.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
Same. And you know what?
Well, you know what? More for us. More
More for us.
at the party.
It does not stop me from buying that huge
The
one from
Costco.
Yes.
I will eat that.
Oh my
Pumpkin
gosh.
pie.
Theirs is actually low-key fire.
It's fire.
Oh.
With some whipped
And
cream.
it's like
Yeah.
$8 for that huge
Yeah.
thing.
It's a steal.
It's a really good steal, and it's so good. So and that spread will be at the pumpkin pie. But yeah, I think spring and fall, they're both similar how summer and winter like they're opposites. Like spring and fall are also like the same letter in a different font, and I just love them both equally. But a bit more spring because it's my birthday season. Did I say that already?
Third time's a charm.
It's her birthday season.
It's yours too.
Yeah, I mean it is, but we've had that discussion about my birthday, so like,
Check out episode 5.
oh my gosh, that's funny. I
Wow.
mean,
We got
That's
some
what
good input on
Yeah.
each season.
I like that.
So
I
why are we
like
talking
that.
about seasons?
Oh, well, I thought of it, it goes along with that concept of change and change like the seasons. You go through different stages, different seasons, and you can, apply that in your own very life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we're going to begin today. And this is going to spin off a mini series that we'd like to give you guys a heads up about, that in the coming episodes, we're going to go take a deep dive into change and what change has been like for each individual here. And we'll come up with our own like topic, and every episode that follows after this is going to be specific to each one of us.
Yeah, so we each get a little episode of our own regarding change. But before, we really dive into those really deep conversations about our own experiences with change, like just off the surface, like what is each of our experience with change and handling it? Personally, for me, I hate change. It makes me really uncomfortable. I think I thrive off, things like I can expect them and how they're going to happen, and I can move on from that. I think that's why I really loved school growing up, is because I know what to expect. I know what the motions were, and like everything was structured in a way that there was still flexibility to see where the year would go. Like you never know what can happen, but there was a good sense of like stability there. And so change really freaks me out, even though, as the adage goes, it's like the only constant in life is change.
Ironically. Yeah. I hate change.
Oh yeah.
I hate it so much because I am such a routine person, I guess, or more so when I have my flow, perfect.
Yeah.
And then change comes and messes up the flow. And it's so hard for me to adapt. I'm still learning to do that and embrace change instead of fighting it.
I mean, can we go 3 for 3? I hate change as well.
So we love pumpkin pie, but we hate change.
Yes. I mean, it's such a challenging concept to wrap my head around, but as you said, the only constant is change, and we have to like get on board with that. Um, I just, especially when I think about the consequences of making changes, and sometimes to me, those consequences are like life and death, and it's like gonna ruin my whole like um what I'm familiar with and what I've grown to be comfortable with, and having to think about that prospect really scares the hell out of me. And I deal like, it's tough to deal with change for sure for me.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys on that. 100.
That's why we're doing a whole series on it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So how do you guys process? I mean, we hate change, but how do you process it? Both for ourselves and in our relationships.
I'm learning that there's always a bigger picture that I don't see yet.
Ooh,
I like that. Yeah. What I'm going through right now is a very small part of what's going on widely. And this is all, meant to be. And that probably comes from like my spirituality, like, my higher power is putting things into place that I may not understand. But once I am at another point in my life, I'll look back and think, wow, that's exactly why that was happening.
Right.
So that's my, I guess, hug whenever the change feels so awful and hard and scary.
Yeah. I kind of have a similar way of coping with change. It's just like imbuing meaning in everything that happens and being like, this is meant to happen this way because it's part of something larger that is already set in stone, and I'm just following it, even if it doesn't feel that way. So, yeah, I just try to, that's how I comfort myself, is like, this is meant to happen. Even though I don't like it or it makes me really uncomfortable, like it's meant to put me exactly where I'm supposed to be, wherever that will be. But that's not to say that the feeling still sucks.
It still is horrible.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, change is such a new thing. Like the concept of how I deal with change and exploring that has been such a new experience for me. That's what therapy has been like these past like 6 months. And it's what my therapist has told me about it is that you got to look at change as an opportunity for like, it's giving you options. And who doesn't like options?
Of course.
It's like opening up, it's forcing you to open up yourself to something new. And you kind of like go through each of those new things and then see how it fits, going forward. And I think about the change, like, unfortunately, I'm going to have to change, like, with my therapist, like, coming up soon, because, we had the best time. Like, that was my best experience. And unfortunately, she has to go in a different direction. And that's going to force me to change up my position and, figure out, like, what I'm going to do with all this momentum and decide if I'm going to go or continue on with somebody else or like just hang, like chill and like try to see what I can do on my own. But that's like, as we're speaking, like that is currently happening. And that's like, I hate it.
Yeah. Therapist breakups are so hard.
Yeah.
Like you build such trust with this person.
Now I realize that, like what you were saying, it's like,
and I haven't had a proper therapist since mine. That's my girl. I miss her all the time. But she broke up with me. I know. She's like, you know what? I think you're ready. And I'm like, Lily, I'm not ready. She's like, yes, you are.
Yeah, that's what can stop me sometimes too, because I'm like so afraid to be that vulnerable again with someone new. It's really hard. Like you do all that work with them and thinking about doing that again with, like you have to have some kind of trust in the process, but it's so hard when You just don't know. You already found your person.
And it goes back to that idea of routine, right? Where it's like once you have that like set down and it's like constant, you're just like, yeah, like this is what it is. And sure, yeah, like routine, it gets mundane and it can be constricting. But then there's also like the balance of like what I already established, this foundation and this trust.
Yeah. I mean, there is a little bit of a contradiction that just like pops in my head right now about me is that, you know, change allows for, you know, new things, new opportunities, for different things, I feel like, you know, routine limits me and I hate that feeling, right? But like now that I'm like feeling that, the grind, the routine is like weighing me down, maybe it's time for a change. But I'm like, no, like that's gonna like throw me off. And, you know, all this fear like starts to like build up. And I'm like, you know, processing it for sure prior to all of the knowledge that I've accumulated these past 6 months. One of the other things that I did pick from her was the whole, what I mentioned last episode was about just imagine water. Like, you know, water is formless. And, you know, that's kind of like how you have to envision yourself in life. And you can change, you can go through change just as water changes, but it remains like vital, or it's going to still have an important role. Whatever change you go through, it's going to serve you.
Right.
Water, like the flexibility of water is gas, it's liquid, and it's a solid when it needs to be, and it all serves different purposes. From ice that will, you know, make our drink cold to snow being a version of that, and then like liquid so that we are drinking water. But then like gas, vapor, you know, evaporation.
It then brings down rain.
Condensation.
Brings on rain. Precipitation.
The whole cycle.
Oh, there.
Getting flashbacks.
There you go.
I have like index cards going through my brain.
Earth Science 101 right there.
Or like, you know, in your classroom when you have like those graphics. The cycle. I'm getting flashbacks of that.
Yes.
But yeah, that's how you process change. Just be like water for what the occasion asks you to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned this to you both, but I think it's worth sharing to everyone else. But that idea of pruning, like you're pruning yourself. You're a plant and you can't grow unless you cut some things off that don't need to be there anymore. And that's where change comes in. And then from there, you grow and you grow and you grow.
Yes.
Little
sidebar on that. It reminds me of my dad. He has this like calamansi tree that he has at home. And
calamansi is a Filipino citrus.
Tiny little round. Yes.
Put it on everything.
Put it on everything. But he has, oh, by the way, if you guys want any, let me know. You know, because he's got a lot. Okay, we'll do. But he's had that tree for like years, almost decades. And it reached a point where like it just was overgrown and like so thick and you can't see like the entrance to the house anymore.
Oh, wow.
So the idea, like I was telling him, like, you know what? Your fruits, the calamansi would be bigger if you start pruning that tree. It's like, no, it's fine. We still think. I'm like, and think about all the like, you know, it's going to be healthier if you do that.
Wow.
And for years he wasn't doing it. But like, yeah, he has more time on his hands. Like as of late, I've noticed like he does more pruning with it, or somebody does more pruning with it. I don't know who's doing it, but I do notice they're like twice the size.
Wow.
And I mean that's like right there what you were saying.
What an analogy.
It's well, you brought it up. You brought it up for sure.
That like brought it up another step.
Give it an image.
Yes.
Context.
Yeah. Well, because that's what it is. Like you prune, you allow for more growth and just more fruitful fruits.
You bear better.
Is that wrong? Yeah, that's wrong. Bigger fruits.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Better fruits.
More balloon.
Voluminous fruits.
Voluptuous.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Yes.
Yes.
Voluptuous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that tree looks healthy as hell. So
As we talk about like addressing change and how we process it, what are some tools? I know we're going to get into it in this little mini series that we're starting for the next 3 episodes, but what are the tools that we implement to process change? And what do we hope to achieve when adapting to change? I guess, what do we hope that these tools achieve when we apply them?
for me, it's mindset. It starts with mindset. Trying my best really to, like, I accumulated tools through therapy, trying to implement them on the daily. And when it comes to change specifically, just really minimizing those automatic negative thoughts. Those are big, and they play a big role in my life. Like catastrophizing, prophesizing. Those two are like
Guilty.
on top for me. So it's really like shifting, getting away from that. And then again, like reminding myself of something like maybe opposite of that. And it now it's coming back to the whole water analogy. That's what it's going to be. And it's so simple for me. Like it's simple. So just, if I just say water, like it automatically brings up those feelings.
Yourself.
Yeah. It's bringing that feeling of like, all right, I got to change it up.
It's like your code word.
Yeah.
Your safe word.
Back. Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, it was like, I didn't buy into that like early on, but I guess it's just allowing, time to take its course and really like chipping away at the layers that I've been like, been dealing with and whatnot. And it's finally led me to this point. And being able to have that safe word or that, code word.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for me,
Shout out H2O.
Shout out H2O. And then you just got to practice. You got to practice. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You got to put it into practice. What you accumulate through life, you got to practice, put it into practice.
Yeah. I also am working on shifting my perspective. That is my biggest tool. Instead of thinking, for example, oh, why is this so hard? I'll think, how grateful I am to be, like, let's say, how grateful I am to go home so tired from work because it means I have a job. And it means that, my life is stable. Or how grateful I am to have hard conversations with people that I love. Instead of, oh, that really sucked and I'm so hurt, right? So just like shifting that perspective to gratitude and embracing everything that comes in instead of thinking of it as so horrible and hard.
Wow, you guys have such amazing tools to process change. I really, really love it. I turn to my writing when I'm processing change because I think it just becomes one of those like voices in my head that like go on and on. So when I write them down, like it gives me more ability to like give a comprehensive overview of what has changed and how I feel about it and whether it's worth like having that conversation with whoever or just processing that verbally with anybody else. But I usually just write it down and it comes out of me in some like creative form.
Yeah. That's kind of like what we've built with this podcast, right? We're giving ourselves like an outlet to, we kind of have our own individual issues, challenges and whatnot. But I think we can all agree that this is a form of like venting and also like releasing some of that pent up and held in frustration, whatever you want to call it, from those challenges.
Right.
And using like creative outlets like you were talking about seem to be a great tool. I'll say for myself, like it's a great tool as well to exercise some other things and get my mind off of those negative thoughts and, shift it. That's where I'm at with that,
I've always, honestly, Ash, I've always had so much respect for you. I've always been so in awe of you and how you can turn your like vulnerability into art. The only time that I felt like I've ever done anything like that is with this podcast. But when I see how you present things that are really, really difficult and like it speaks to me. And I know if it does, for me, it speaks to a lot of people. That's something that I hope to develop as a tool too. So I want you to know I'm learning from you a lot from you too.
Second that.
Thank you. You can buy my book on Amazon. Just kidding. But I appreciate that. No, all jokes aside, I really appreciate that. And it's really like the reason why I expose myself into the world like this is because what matters to me is the connection, the vulnerability, and just being able to share my thoughts and feelings and hoping that you can do the same. Mm-hmm. So it's really great to be on this journey with you guys. That's all to say that we have a series coming out, as we've mentioned, about the seasons of change. And so what we're going to basically do for the next 3 episodes is dive into each of our experiences with change on an anecdotal and personal level and really just get to know us even more. But I think even deeper because it's a whole episode dedicated to each of us.
Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, get ready. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah. Because this change is about to happen.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Before we wrap up this episode, we want to do the law. And since we talked about the seasons and seasons changing, and we talked a good number about clothes, I want to know what's the law regarding fashion.
Yeah.
I'll go first. And I got opinions.
If you have fly kicks on, don't wear skinny jeans. Okay, wait.
Yay.
Hold on. Okay, listen. There are types of shoes, yes, that, look good with skinny jeans. Sorry, I have to be more specific, right? Like Jordans, or Dunks, or like chunky shoes. Don't wear it with skinny jeans because then the proportions are off. I feel it takes away from the shoe. Like, choose a jeans that really complement your shoes. Don't let the jeans take away.
I'd like to know more about this. I'm very curious. I mean, because we're just talking about the pants.
I can see it as like a proportion thing.
Right, but you have to take the whole look into account. So what, to complete it? Because what happens if it's like skinny? It's the jeans and the shoes, but what about the top? Like, how does that complement? Does that make a difference? If it's like, oh, you're gonna wear skinny jeans.
Well, what's like? Let's lay out the options, right? You're gonna do like a hoodie or a t-shirt or a flannel, right?
Like something big and chunky.
Wait, your shoes are big and chunky?
No, your top.
Your top is
to balance out the chunkiness.
And you're gonna wear skinny jeans and then chunky shoes?
We're screwed.
Bro, you're like
screwed.
Okay.
I'm dead.
I think it's like how like the girlies like wear like an oversized button down with like leggings and like chunky shoes situation.
Like Uggs. Like Uggs.
Okay, yeah.
But on a
see that.
Okay. Because please let me just chime in for all my skinny jean wearers out there. I know we are currently in a baggy is everything, baggy is life.
No,
okay.
Not baggy.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not more baggy
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I came in too hot.
I mean, low-key, I was a little triggered. That hit me a little bit.
Actually, you know what? I should have been more specific because yes, like there are even different types of skinny jeans, but I think I have this very specific image where it's like really skinny, like
okay,
skin,
like
2010
jeggings.
Yeah.
So 2010.
And then they have like super fly kicks on, but it's with skinny jeans.
No,
And I'm like,
I get that. I get that.
why?
You would tell me if I was.
I would. No,
You
okay,
would tell
you're
me.
right.
You would tell
You look, you are fly all the time.
No.
It's not you. This is not
He's starting to
you.
get self-conscious.
This is not you I'm thinking of.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so funny.
No, honestly, and everyone in the family, all our in-laws, everybody looks fly. Like we all have good style. But I've just seen like some people like those are some sick kicks, and then it's like
Yeah, I get
the
it.
legs, and
Okay.
I'm like, whoa, that would have looked better if it was just a little bit like just a straight cut.
Like a straight cut,
Even,
yes,
you know,
yes.
not like
But then how do you see the high top? Like, do you tuck in the straight cut into that? I don't really know sneakers like that, so I'm just curious for like a
that's where I should have been more specific
Mhm.
because if it's high tops, then yeah, obviously.
That's where
so high
it's-
tops are okay to wear
Yeah.
skinny jeans, but
no.
right?
Right?
High
Are you-
tops
Well,
are okay.
Are you thinking about the lows or the highs? And
I'm thinking like chunky shoes that are low cut.
Oh,
Oh,
because I
wait.
wear high tops.
Okay,
all the
I think
time.
high tops is
Okay, you guys, actually, I don't know if I want this.
No, we need
she
to.
said it with her whole chest.
Now I'm like, oh, wait.
We need to.
No, but I think I know what you
confused.
mean. Like a chunky high top that,
Yeah, it's just
but it does look bad.
Because I will agree. I can agree when you were saying to a certain extent, that's probably it. It's also the color of the jean. Like sometimes you get the like
yeah,
light wash or even
Yeah.
white jeans, and it's like a thick bulky shoe, and it's like skin tight. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I get like I give that look.
I guess.
Is that what
okay.
you're talking about?
Because it's 2010.
Damn, let's not like put an arrow into it.
Well, it
That-
is an
that's
era.
out there.
That look is very like swag era. Do you not
Swag
agree?
surf, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's very swag
That
era.
was my
Maybe you
That's my
know
thing.
what? Now that we're talking about
That's
this,
my thing.
maybe it's. Damn! I just like.
I love it. This is where most of the episodes go live. I just want you to know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now that we're talking about it, maybe what I mean is
Oh, Jesus
like,
Christ.
I guess you choose the right jeans. What were
No,
you
it's fine.
What?
He agrees with
What
you.
did
He agrees.
What
It's
did
like
you say?
he's talking
Don't
about
say it
you.
about me.
He's like,
She's talking about it's me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about her.
Like my pants.
Would you wear? Okay,
I
I used
don't
the
wear
wrong
skinny,
shoe.
but they're slim. Sorry, I'm like.
No, please, that's fine.
No, okay,
It's slim.
like skinny pants with chunky New Balances. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
And you see
Maybe
it.
that's what I should have said.
So
Yeah.
slim jeans with low, chunky, like sneakers, i.e., New Balances.
Yeah.
Like where you can see the sock. Like, can you see the sock?
Yeah.
Ew.
No, because I think I know.
I think
It's
you have
like-
to fold it.
It's the shoe right now. The style of shoes that are going out
Very
right now.
chunky.
It's like
Yeah.
the comfy runner, chunky
Is it
type shoe.
2015 of me to say like cuff the jeans?
No.
I would do that.
I
No.
usually have to do that because my like legs are
Yeah.
short.
And
Yeah.
then like the pants bunch up at the ankles and looks
Yeah.
yeah.
strange.
I mean, if it's a slim or skinny jean that runs really long, that's bad. But if it's like
Yeah,
fitted
okay.
nicely,
That's the thing. Length.
okay, it's the length.
There's so many factors. I am now questioning what exactly is it that like really peeves
That look.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
Let's revisit that when
Yeah.
you think about it a bit more. What's your fashion faux pas, Kuya?
Patterns on patterns.
Ooh, I feel that.
That's very good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think
don't like that.
there are special people who can pull it off, but it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see it, Yeah, especially like in formal events, formal settings. And I'm just like, you got the plaid suit going on, you got the floral shirt with the striped tie. That aches the hell out of me for sure. It's rough. It's rough to see. I cringe. I'm
I
just
barely like patterns to begin with.
yeah.
Me too.
Well, I mean, you know what? Like, I like patterns, but tone down a bit just to give a little personality and everything like that. I'm about the how do we elevate this outfit. And I mean, you know, besides patterns, you can throw in textures, you know, different textiles.
I love texture.
Love a
you know,
texture.
like that can help. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of help out there. I've seen some of y'all like patterns on patterns. Like, please.
You're like
leave it at home.
overstimulated.
Yeah.
It's way too much.
It feels like those kaleidoscopes.
Yeah. And I mean, it's screaming like Bruno Mars, like threw up on you and like that whole, you know, 24 karat gold, like, can't do it. But I was guilty at one point, and I hate myself looking back at it.
So you lived it, so you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a
life.
whole.
Yeah.
It wasn't a whole like tracksuit or like, you know, combined thing. It was a pattern and a solid. So I thought I'd balance the two, but like I've seen it where it's they buy the whole
On pattern.
the whole suit, the matching suit.
Look at that bow tie.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Mine is jorts. Specifically, skinny jorts at the knee on men.
Yeah.
I just imagine Cleopatra in skinny jorts.
Look, I think baggy jorts are fine. I feel like there's a nice like construction look to it. But that's fine. A skinny jort, like to your thigh, down to the knee though, like not even like up 5-inch seam or whatever. Like that's with some sneakers.
Sneakers?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a Euro style.
I mean, yeah. I've seen it on like soccer players.
Yeah, because it's like there's a meme that was just like, you know, you see a European tourist if they're wearing skinny jorts to the knee.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that picture and I was like, that's disgusting. Sorry if you wear it. It's true. Yeah, I think they're ugly.
I have a pair.
Oh.
But to work out in, like.
You work out in denim?
No, they're not. No, see, they're not. See, they're like, they're in the same cut, but they're like athletic.
Oh, no, athletic is fine.
Yeah,
I get that.
That's the closest thing I have to
denim.
Wait,
That's fine.
That's what I would think you would wear.
But if the denim one.
Yeah, no,
that's
I don't.
Just like.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Eek. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, on In-Laws We Trust Pod or In-Laws We Trust Podcast. You can find me at looking for Ashley _ on Instagram.
You can find me at Captain V or B Archangel Cuts.
And you can find me at Kylie Kawaii on Instagram. And
are you okay?
Subscribe to all of our accounts. Please leave feedback in the comments.
Please let us know about our hot takes.
Yeah. Give us some of your hot takes.
Are you offended by skinny jeans and punchy shoes?
Let us know.
Or jorts.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. So let me know, what your opinion is.
Until next episode where we start our mini series, Seasons of Change.
Cheers.
Cheers.